Hey, what's happening, y'all? Great Rising. Big ups to the whole underground community. The UGC click. Big ups to y'all, man. Make sure y'all go to the channels tab and subscribe to everybody listed under the UGC click. You know, I don't think that I've ever seen such a reaction like this when it comes to someone losing a fight, a champion losing a fight, champion being dethroned, and a new face taking over, a new champion emerging to claim their championship supremacy and for them to get their shine. But I have never seen so many excuses, uh, the blaming this person, blaming that person. It's almost, man, unreal at this point with all of the, and this is the thing about it, man, the narratives, the hype. And I could never understand it. This is why, like, when motherfuckers you say dumb shit like, oh, you a reject, nigga, good. If certain niggas I was fucking with in the past rejected me, good, nigga. You see where these motherfuckers is at? That's the best thing that ever happened to a nigga like me. For fake motherfuckers to stop fucking with Black Horsemen. Like, salute you niggas, okay? Because I've been real. And real recognize real. That's why everybody on my team is solid. Everybody in my clique is solid. I don't see no motherfucking team of content creators, motherfuckers that talk the realest Bach and talk that can fuck with my clique. I don't see it. Because the majority of you motherfuckers is only concerned with attention and super chat bread, PayPal, Cash App bread. That's all y'all care about. Y'all don't care about the truth. Y'all just want to tell whatever story or put out whatever headline that's going to get motherfuckers to see you so that they can y'all can get some money out the motherfuckers. And you know what's so crazy about it? A lot of these motherfuckers have told y'all how dumb y'all are, and they have told y'all that they're going to keep eating off y'all because y'all stupid, and y'all still support them. You know, Deontay Wilder's fanboys, man, are angry that the fight was stopped. And we told y'all on this side that a lot of these fanboys don't give a shit about these fighters. They don't know shit about boxing. They don't care if these guys die tomorrow. They care less. That's why UDC stay flaming. Stay flaming, you fake motherfuckers, you fanboys, because we got to educate y'all. We got to teach y'all about this shit, unfortunately. But Deontay Wilder, man, he wants to throw Mark Breland under the bus. And this is a man who saved his life. I truly believe that. Mark Breland saved Deontay Wilder's life. You know, if you disagree with that, I don't give a fuck. You can unsub. And when I drop the link, if you got an issue with what I'm saying, hit the link. Hit the link. But Mark Breland most definitely saved Deontay Wilder's life. And a lot of you motherfuckers got a problem with that. I got my homies telling me that niggas, silly niggas with these YouTube channels are saying shit like he was supposed to die in there. The stupidity of these niggas, the fake niggas on this shit, it amazes me, man. These are not real people, man. You know, them the type of motherfuckers that when they ask the question, like when you downloading the app or you applying for a job and they ask, are you a robot? It's for them dumbass niggas right there. Because them niggas ain't real. They're not human. They don't care about human lives. They don't care about this man getting back to his family, living to fight another day. Because of y'all pride and y'all strong desire for this man to stay undefeated, seeing this man lose, you know what? Y'all like this shit. Like, if he gonna lose, he need to be dead, because we can't have no living nigga with a loss, making us look bad. Because the mere fact that the nigga's still alive, the flame continues. So you know what? That affects you. That affects y'all lame ass fake niggas. Because y'all can't put out the videos of fanboying and hyping the nigga up no more. That's out. Over with. So a lot of y'all rather this nigga just be dead so that the flame can stop. How about stop with the fake shit? Get on some real shit for a change. If you can. But a lot of y'all would rather this nigga die than to keep it 100 on him. I see all kind of real motherfuckers doing interviews that have boxed before. The guys that train. And they don't have no problem giving that man that real free smoke. Deontay Wilder should have, developed some boxing skills. They saying the same shit we saying. After all of this time, he should have most definitely been better than this. Deontay Wilder need to stop with the whack excuses. People work out like this. Roy Jones even said this shit. I worked out all the time. He said, my motherfucker said, I played a pickup basketball game and all type of shit before a fight. And I went in there and did my damn thing. This ain't no shot at Deontay Wilder. Motherfuckers lose. But now you acting like a bitch ass nigga because you lost. And all you did was talk all of this shit about AJ when he lost. He a better man than you. He is. That hurts you to hear that shit, but AJ is a better man than Deontay Wilder. You know why? Because when he lost, he looked his opponent in the eye, he wrapped his arm around him and said, you know what, you are a better man tonight, and I'm going to take my L. I'm going to take my L. No excuses. I'm taking my L. Motherfuckers are trying to make excuses for AJ. AJ like, no, I don't need it. I'm going to get back to the drawing board. I'm going to grow this afro out, and I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to get my belts back. Belts with an S at the end of that motherfucker. Not one belt. Multiple belts back. To reclaim my spot at the top so I can shut this black ass nigga up and get on this motherfucking head with his ducking ass. And because he's a ducking ass nigga, like we been said he was, and like how we talk about that marinating curse, how niggas end up taking losses, that's what you get. That's what you fucking get. We told y'all this shit happens. Y'all said it was hate. But keep it real. Your motherfucker out here bitching. And the motherfuckers that's defending him is bitches. Straight bitches. Man the fuck up. You didn't man up with Dylan White. You didn't man up with AJ. You tried to man up with Fury coming off the couch, and he sunned your ass. He sunned your ass. You talk all of that shit, and you didn't back it up. You didn't back the shit up. It's time to drop the link. We warmed up, nigga. We warmed up. Free smoke. Free smoke over here. Hit the link. Hey, big ups to the playback gang. Playback gang all day. Big ups. UGC. And but big ups to you fake ass niggas, because y'all just motivated the real ones, man. Y'all just gave us more ether. This is easy work. This is easy work. Keep being fake. You digging your own grave. What's up, doggy?
What up, G? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you clear.
Yeah, I'm driving. Hey, man, I'm still emotional about this topic, man, but whoever the fuck said he should have died in the ring is a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not gonna risk my life for no fucking boxing. Like, that's the dumbest statement I ever made. Yeah, you want to be entertaining, you want to go out on your shield, but you don't want to die in no fucking ring. That's just stupid. But I feel like over time, man, as the days been going on, I would respect the excuse if he said, the back of the head shot really fucked me up. This whole wearing that damn Game of Thrones vest on, that ain't no motherfucking excuse, man. That's some. So I even got some females that that like boxing, and they even like, damn, that's a weak ass excuse. Just take your L like a man. And I'm starting to even, say I don't even want to see the third rematch, because for boxing, I'd rather see AJ and Fury. It's gonna be a bigger promotion. It's gonna be better for boxing. I don't want to see. I don't want to see shit if you lose. You know what I'm saying? Come with the narrative that I got hit in the back of the head. It really fucked me up. How can I go 12 rounds with somebody if he had a good PR person? That's what's wrong. These niggas don't got somebody that's telling them what to talk. Like we know some of y'all ain't that good literacy wise, but y'all need somebody that's teaching y'all how to talk, because you throw your own self under the bus. And if you have somebody that's in your corner telling you, hey, just say the back of the head shot. How can I lose against a guy that I went 12 rounds with the previous fight? That shot really fucked me up, but I'm gonna come back in the third fight and get him. Now I can understand that. I can understand that. But when you go with the whole Game of Thrones vest, that shit don't even look that heavy.
Man, bro, like he bodied himself with that. But I feel you what you're saying. I feel what you're saying, because you're right. If he had a better PR person, somebody who has some intelligence, but I think that's a problem. He advised by so many dumbass niggas. He listening to the wrong people. They don't know how to fucking talk. They don't know how to fucking come up and articulate shit like how you just said. That would have been better than to fucking blame the damn spacesuits.
Yeah, and let's not forget who got knocked out in the co-main event. His sparring partner.
Joe, sparring partner.
Yeah, these guys cut so many. They cut so many corners when it comes to the expenses of getting better. We go back to Anthony Yard, never spar. That's one of the necessities to take you over the hump. And I'm not saying Gerald Washington is a bum, but shit, you get knocked out. What make you think that you're gonna get the heavyweight champ ready if you ain't even ready for your fight? You know what I'm saying? They cut corners when it comes to expenses. Look at who Tyson Fury sparred. Yeah, he sparred a young prospect, but 9 times out of 10, he sparred a young, hungry prospect. A motherfucker that want to come in and beat your ass. That's gonna come at you. That's gonna get you ready.
Man, when AJ shit, I know after he lost to Ruiz, he sparred Jennings. He sparred what's the other nigga that's coming from America?
That fought Povetkin. You talking about recently? Yeah. Michael Hunter.
Michael Hunter. He sparred Michael Hunter, Jennings, and he sparred the dude from Mayweather Promotions that got knocked out,
Tabiti, yeah, okay. And he
so
had
you look at that
time Kentucky named Timothy Milton, who young and who hungry.
So like kind of what you're saying, like you gotta pay to get the best work. You gotta have the best team. You gotta have a better PR team, people that's gonna articulate better for you, and not say some shit like the spacesuit weighted me down. What's up, Unbiased? And shout out to Unbiased for exposing this motherfucker yesterday, the first one.
Yeah, man, it ain't shit right now, bro. But I'm just saying, bro, you guys are speaking 100% facts, man, because this dude is still out here making excuses. And you know why he'll never beat Tyson Fury? Because even in the first fight, he made excuses. Oh, my arm was broken. Oh, I had the flu. Oh, the long count. Fury is really knocked out. So he never thought he had to change anything because he thought he won the first fight. And in this fight, he's blaming everything but what we already know, which is his skill sets, on why he lost the fight. So I don't think he's going to beat Fury until he admits what he did wrong in the ring.
Right.
Man up. You're right on by man up.
That's just part of being a man, bro. That's part of being a man. Not blaming your black trainer, the trainer that actually could box, and you should have studied more tape of him, and maybe you'd be a better boxer. But you want to throw him under the bus, saving your fucking life. This man has been knocked out before. This man has seen other fighters take a lot of punishment, and he know when the fight is over. If I'm at the fucking house and it's the fourth round of some shit, I'm like, oh, this shit's a wrap. It's keep round after round, it's getting worse and worse. He knows, and he's up there close and seeing you in the corner between rounds. Referee, I think Like, you know, you got to show me something, Deontay.
And
I
he
couldn't believe
should have
somebody said he should
been
die in the ring,
that
bro.
fight. Yeah, that fight should have been stopped way before the bad. The ref was giving him the champion benefit of the doubt, just like they gave Joshua. You know, Kenny Bayless was really saving him. Real talk. Like Tyson was getting stronger. Wilder was not even coming forward. He was getting bagged up. The fight could have been stopped way long before that. But as a fan, yeah, I'm glad he gave him the opportunity to show him something, because if you notice, the motherfucker who deserved to be fighted is JD. If you notice, I think it was the 5th or 6th round, and I got. If you notice, JD's get close to him with the towel, so I'm thinking, oh, okay, he telling Welk, like, if you don't show something, you're gonna lose. But whole time they say he was really covering Wilder because the nigga spitting out blood out his mouth. So I'm like, damn. So I'm thinking JD's getting close to him to talk to him. He covering him up so nobody can see that he coughing up blood.
Wow.
So
and you know what? What you saying that it seemed like it's, and you got echo, man. So I don't know if I'm on speaker or not.
My bad.
But,
Yeah, I'm on driver.
What you saying that it seemed like it's more of an effort to protect this instead of real to do. Like, y'all don't want people to see him spitting blood out his mouth. Y'all mad that the nigga survived because niggas can flame him and say shit. Because if he would have died in the ring, niggas got to just show shit. But a lot of y'all's up that motherfucker blaming him right now. Same thing with the Earl Spence shit until the Ferrari flip. It's like, oh shit, he kind of bruised up. We were still, you know, the flame was still coming, but they need something to happen to where sympathy needed to set in so that he don't get that much flame. No, motherfucker. You are a professional boxer. You got your ass whooped. Just like how everybody went hard on AJ. This is your time. This is your time. Y'all stop trying to look for excuses. Stop trying to say, chill. Accept the loss.
Oh yeah, that's a new one, the glove. And they show a video from the first fight. That shit is crazy, man. I mean, I couldn't believe that somebody said that they wanted him to die in the ring because he's a warrior. So I mean, I had to go listen to that audio, man, and that dude he's a clown. He needs to stick to boxing. I mean, stick to basketball. I'm not even a big, fan of Deontay Wilder, but I wouldn't want to see him die in the ring just so we could say he was a warrior after. Like, come on, bro.
And this really hurt. If anything, this really hurt. If anything, this really hurt. If anything.
Yeah, you got some echo going on there, man.
On that topic.
But it just shows like these guys don't even care. They really don't care about their boxers, man. They just want to be able to say "bomb squad," just like with Earl Spence. They just want to be able to say "man down." They don't care if he's drunk, flips his car, almost dies. They don't care if Deontay Wilder dies in the ring. They just want him to just come back and so that we can all say positive things like, "Oh, he died in the ring. He was a true warrior." But what about saving him so he could fight another day? What about that? You know what I'm saying? So, and with Spence, we all said he stopped drinking, but we were just haters. We over here at UGC, we get proven right every other day. So, I mean, Remy in the chat says black and brown boxing phenom 2 about Fury's unpadded gloves and headlocks. Oh my God, bro.
My bad, bro.
Nah, you good.
Shit, my bad, because I had a call come through. Wifey hit me up and shit. But
yeah, man.
Cornelius, he got in a bad area or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in and out. But big ups to everybody tuning in. Hey man, big ups to you, bro, for dropping that, because that's the thing about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, like I fuck with solid people, man, and you one of the people that always got the receipts Motherfuckers ain't got to deal with the wordplay. If you don't want the wordplay, okay, let's just drop receipts. Let's just pull up this video. Let's just drop this link, you know. And that's one thing that you taught me early on. Like, you used to do that when motherfucker try to say some shit. Like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. I'm like, this motherfucker, I'll buy it. Will drop some shit on you if you think it's sweet. So, yeah, man. That's grown man shit. Yeah.
You know, don't try to hide behind everybody else's excuses. I hate bandwagon. Now everybody running with this. He had loaded gloves. Or some little clip of him throwing a jab. But you can clearly, if a nigga that know boxing can clearly tell he's not balling his fist up when he throwing it, because he really trying to feint him, then come with the right. That don't mean he got none in his damn gloves. Face it, the man got off he got motivated, and he came for 3 years straight and got prepared to take Wilder out.
Hey, John Dealey says, I don't understand why anyone would say they would want Wilder to die. The only thing that came out of this performance was Wilder is a warrior and he's brave. You know what came out of this performance, man? That the nigga can't box. He ain't got no defense. And that he was overrated. And that only thing he has is a right hand. And if he can't land it, you can whoop his motherfucking ass. You put him on his back foot, you can whoop his motherfucking ass. If you get on the inside, you can whoop his motherfucking ass. Just don't get hit with the right hand. And you can whoop his motherfucking ass. That's what I got out the fight. Just being real with you. Yeah. I mean, I get it, he a warrior, but they all warriors.
Where'd you find that Roy Jones interview, bro? I've been looking for it, man. I can't find it.
I would get out of the screen, but Fight Hype. Fight Hype was in.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get that.
Roy Jones, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Roy Jones. Roy Jones be keeping it real. He be keeping it real, and he kept it all the way real on Deontay Wilder. Rozier kept it all the way real on Deontay Wilder. Them the two interviews that I've seen lately from like trainers or former fighters. You know what I'm saying? But Roy Jones Jr. interview was, come on, man. That's the one y'all need to watch. This is a guy who boxed. This is a guy who's a fucking Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Future Hall of Fame legend in the sport. So he knows the game. He knows boxing. And the same shit that we've been saying, go watch his interview. Go watch his interview. So we leave it at that. We leave it at that. Because really at this point, we niggas ain't got to do too much talking. To be honest with you. If you don't get it by now, man, keep fucking with the niggas y'all fuck with. Because they gonna keep fucking mind fucking y'all head with the dumb shit. You know, and like I said before, shout out to Iron Kong and John Dealey coming on. But like we said before, man, like a lot of these dudes don't give a fuck about these fighters, and they upset about their damn ego and pride being broken because they favorite hyped up fanboy guy got that ass whooped. He got that ass whooped. And because y'all motherfuckers wanted to build y'all whole shit and all y'all goddamn ego and confidence off another man, this is what you get. Get the fuck out of here with the excuses. He got his ass whooped. What's up, Iron Kong?
Yeah, peace, black morning to everybody on the panel.
What up?
Yeah, blessed. What are you talking about today? Well, Wilder again?
Yeah.
And his crazy fans, yeah?
Yeah, man. Some people are upset that Mark Breland stopped the fight, and because I guess it takes away from the real magnitude and glory of Deontay Wilder, that even though he says he wants a body on his record, he doesn't mind being a body on somebody else's record.
Black, let me tell you something, right? Deontay Wilder, I don't think have no fans. These people see Deontay Wilder as some kind of action figure that they could mold and position how they want to position. People telling me, I'm seeing people, well, this dude Ticket TV or whatever. I saw a video for him on Wood Stay Rail channel. And dude is saying, you know, he told y'all he want to, you know, go out on his shield. I'm like, this man got kids. What about his kids?
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
these are not real people, man.
So Mark Breland is supposed to sit there, watch you die. You know what I'm saying? And I find Deontay Wilder's whole demeanor is one of selfishness. I find it childish. He thinks this is some sort of, he really considers himself some sort of great figure in the black community. Like if he dies, he's going to be a martyr, right? And he's saying, you know, let him go on his shield. But it's like, bro, you have kids. What about them? You think them couple $1 million you won is gonna be enough for them? What kind of mentality is that to have? That's some dumb shit. I don't respect that.
Man.
I don't like he ain't come out with an official statement either. You know, I don't like that he ain't came out with an official statement.
Right.
You know, I understand you want to take time to recover, but if you're gonna be a man of the people, then you got to be able to face the people when it's time to deal with adversity.
Right.
Well, like same thing with the flame that we brought to Errol Spence. Like when you got hit with the DWI, you know, like how long you gonna fucking avoid the fucking public? Just address this shit, man. You a champion, so if you consider yourself a people's champ, address the people. Stop ducking.
Some of these could never be politicians because they had one line.
Well, these people consider themselves to be like politicians, like you know, he's a man of the people and he's this and he's that, right? But it's like, bro, you didn't get into no illegal shit. You lost the fight.
But to be honest with you, we've been wrong this whole time. A lot of these niggas ain't people's champs. They culture champs. You know, Negrotrons, and you know, they only want to appeal to black or one particular demographic. And there's other, you know, people too, like, you know, that's Russians or UK, white or whatever. They might only want to appeal to one culture, but it ain't too many people's champs out here. You know, but I tell you one thing, it looked like Tyson Fury about to get more than white out here in America. You know, Deontay made it all just about black this, your people too. Shit, Fury might get some of your people too.
Hey, man, Wilder allow them people. You can be a man for your people, but still be a person that embraces everybody. I mean, I don't understand. Wilder turned himself into something that these fools on YouTube wanted him to be. You know what I'm saying? You could represent your people quite well. But you know, whatever, man. So this man said he want to go out on his shield. I think I heard Unbiased talk about. I saw a video with people saying, "Oh, look, his glove is saggy." I was like, "What?" His you know, he had stuff in his gloves now. I mean,
that's footage from the first fight.
Am I hearing an echo?
Go, hey John, speak up a little bit. We hear you, bro.
One sec.
Yeah, there is echo though. Somebody, I think that's going to hit. You might have to mute if you're not talking.
Is that better?
Yeah, we hear you, John.
Okay. Yeah, the footage is from the first fight. I haven't even bothered to watch any of those videos. I don't understand why they're even going around. Unbiased has said that already. It's like the shorts, the gloves are different, everything. It's like how can you not know? And I mean, there's a really good breakdown from a guy on he's a UK guy on YouTube, that the type of gloves that he uses are Everlast gloves, particular one with horsehair in. So they're the ones that Mayweather banned Medina from wearing. So they always look like that because they're horsehair gloves, not foam. So they soften up. But the point I was trying to make in the chat was, for me, I already knew Wilder had no skills. I knew how to beat him. I'm not the only one. It's, you know, a lot of people have said if you step to him and put him under pressure. Bruce Vain did one like the week before the fight. If you put Wilder under pressure, he doesn't know what to do. He panics.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bruce right now.
And
he's on fire right now.
But he kept getting up. He didn't give up. Why isn't that enough? Like, why does he have to die? Right. The only credit I can give him is the fact that he's not a coward. He was taking an absolute pasting in there, and he kept coming for more. So to me,
he ain't no coward, but he just
exactly no. But that's my point.
He acting like a whole lost.
He is now. Yeah, like, the excuses are just getting ridiculous. Get This Smoke was on D's yesterday saying that Wilder's taking responsibility. He's not making.
Oh my God,
man, get this.
And he's missing.
I told y'all about him. The smoke ran out.
This is the point, though, and I've sent a message to him directly about this. Before he says my uniform was too heavy, he says Tyson Fury. The fact is, Tyson Fury didn't hurt me. The simple fact is my uniform was too heavy.
He did say that.
That's the direct quote. He was talking to Yahoo Sports when he did it. I
He
can
did
put
say
it in
that.
I can put the link in the chat.
He said he did not hurt me. My panties were too heavy.
Yeah. So it's like,
Right.
well,
He said
how
my
on
thumb
earth, how on
was
earth
in my crack, and so it
Yeah.
fucking hurt.
is that not an excuse? He's basically saying no one should have thrown the towel in because I was going to knock him out. I wasn't hurt. And the only reason I didn't look great on my legs is because the uniform I wore was too heavy.
Right. Bro, Smoke's an idiot, bro.
Listen.
Honestly,
I know. It's just I was just going to call him up.
But John, Deontay Wilder's been making excuses since the first fight. I had the flu. My arm was broken.
My arm was broken.
I really knocked him out. But
but his hand's always hurt. Every time he doesn't knock someone out, I broke my hand.
The nigga sound like Tyson. My back was broken.
Yeah, there's always something with him, and that's why he doesn't get better.
Exactly. The point.
AJ got better because he owned his L.
The very next day, he had a video out saying, "Hey, yo, man,
hey, John.
Hey,
sorry about that, Uncle, but John, what you just said, like, that's how you improve. Once you accept defeat, if you can't accept defeat and own up to the fact that you lost, you can't improve on shit. You think that, nah, they robbed me, or, nah, whatever. I knocked him out, so all I gotta do is just hit him with the right hand again. Nah, you got other shit to work on, man, like defense. Stupid.
But then Black, one of the reasons why I like AJ is because I think it's after the Klitschko fight or a Parker fight, he stood up there and said, "Look, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying." Right? He said, I think Anthony Joshua was always aware that he has certain limitations, and that's why, like, when he lost, he didn't have all his excuses because dude knew he was trying still. He was young in the game. And you could see every fight, he was like improving or trying some new shit.
Yeah, he's a student of the game, man.
Wilder was always the same Wilder. From fight one.
Wilder's a beta male, bro. This dude keeps making excuses for all of his flaws instead of figuring them out and just being honest with himself. Like, I mean, he's blaming everything but himself. I don't get it. How can you ever be better at anything in life if you do that?
He's been the same about having his B-side status, though, hasn't he? Oh, Floyd didn't pass the torch to me. Oh,
it's because
none of these guys giving me my due. None of it's his fault.
If I had lighter skin. Oh, if I was white. Oh, like, man, shut up. Oh, Eddie Hearn is milking AJ, but my manager is white, and he doesn't let me talk at all. He makes me drink water while I just don't get it, bro. Like,
the other thing with Wilder is the one member of his team who is actually black, he's the one he's turned on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
That's during Black History Month, which is so crazy. Like, you can't be this stupid. Y'all pushed all of this racial shit, and it's just backfired on y'all. Like, it's just exploded in your face.
And what about the Anthony Durrell stuff he's come out with?
Oh, wow, bro.
Anything.
But, I mean, even what he said, he reckons Anthony Durrell said, "We love our champ." What man who earns his money from fighting other men in the ring says, "We love our champ"? Like,
no, but even if he's
like Wilder,
even if he said that, though, John, even if he said that, I'm cool with it because people do love their champ, and he was getting killed in there. The fuck, I would have been doing the same shit. Shit.
But
stop the fight.
For me, the fighter's job is.
Hold on, John. Hold on. Go ahead, Unbiased.
I was just gonna say what makes it worse, right? Is Durrell actually on his Twitter account made a video up before the fight saying, "Oh, I'm going for the bronze bomber." So his whole narrative that Durrell was not on his side is wrong. He was rooting for you. He picked you to win the fight.
Yeah, he wouldn't say we love our champ. Like if you know what I'm saying. Like now they just want to create some narrative that he's Team Crunk now. Like he wants Fury to win. Like, bro, anything y'all want to put out, bro, y'all just looking pussy, man. The more y'all keep trying to defend this shit, you look more pussy. You just look more exposed, man. Y'all big mad that and that's the thing about Wilder, man. He really bought into the fact that you like some deity or something.
I told you.
Like you some goddamn, like I say, Negrotron from another planet that just shows up when the mask is on. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You from Alabama, nigga. You a regular dude from the States like everybody else.
Exactly.
Who happen to be 6'6" and got a mean punch. We know who you is, bro. But other than that, you ain't nothing special.
His superpowers is excuses, because that
super excuses. Super excuses.
I mean, he got exposed.
And guess what? Y'all talk all this for the culture. He making the culture look soft. You're making the culture look soft. Real motherfuckers will just take that shit. Like, you know what? He got me, but don't even trip, bro. We got another rematch, and I gotta change some shit. I'll take him lightly. And like how you, hey, Cornelius, me real quick, but whoever that is with the echo. But like Cornelius, like you were saying, man, like you could just say, you know what? It was a shot. It kind of caught me off the temple, the side of my head, kind of like similar to the one AJ got clipped with. So I kind of understand what AJ went through. So I need to kind of take what I said back about AJ, because when you get hit with a shot you don't see, it's a little different in there, and your legs is a little noodle-like. So you can't really recover as fast as you think, and your power ain't really as great when you hurt and you dizzy. So my right hand wasn't as effective. Like, you can't even articulate right, nigga. You want to just say, fuck Mark Breland, fuck UGC, fuck anybody who's criticizing me about this shit, man, because I am the mighty bronze bomber, and how dare you criticize me? Fuck up, nigga.
My problem too is for so damn long, like I said, he got exposed in that ring. For so long, you've been training all these years. What the fuck else they showed you other than that right hand? What else do y'all work on?
Obviously not much, bro.
I mean, goddamn, he thought that right hand was gonna take him to retirement, and you finally went up against a nigga that can outbox you. And what have y'all been working on this whole time of your career?
There's rumors going around that he's never trained there. I mean, I don't know how accurate they are, but it would seem pretty obvious that he doesn't really train. They just let him do what he wants, don't they?
I don't think he doesn't train. It's just they don't train him in anything else.
But he doesn't run.
Right hand. He doesn't run.
Yeah. So the only training he does is supposed to be gone.
I don't believe that he does like pad work. I think that's for show. I don't believe that they're actually training him to do like body work and etc. Like, because you don't see it in the fight. He doesn't.
And you know, like how when you're doing mitts, you're not even supposed to be really working on really power. It's just accuracy. He breaking motherfuckers' hands and shit. Like, why is you throwing hellacious power just hitting the mitts, bro?
The rumor
you can't even get a good mid work in because you want to fuck niggas' hands up, showing how powerful you are.
The rumor that I heard was the only training he's doing is he's letting people run around the ring while he's trying to land the right hand. So all he's trying to do is spar with people who aren't really fighting back, to just practice landing the right hand on a moving target. And that is the one thing he's actually good at.
So like basically, he has Malik Scott running around the ring.
Yeah. So he's never getting put under any pressure in sparring. He's just practicing landing the right hand on a moving target. And he's just believed this whole narrative. Oh, I just need 2 seconds. But it's like, well, I don't care how good your power is. If your chin's not that great, you need to learn to defend yourself. Like, Tommy Hearns is one of my favorite fighters, but like his chin weren't that great. But he was a great fighter because he knew how to box.
Most power punchers, their chins are usually not that good. But if you just look throughout history, besides somebody like George Foreman, he had a really good chin. But I was just gonna say, like, it just seems to me that
when he's tired,
yeah. But Wilder doesn't. I don't think he prepared for this fight at all. Like, in the sense of the style of Fury. People always say, "Oh, Wilder only needs 2 seconds. Well, you can't run away from Wilder for 12 rounds." But it's like, what if somebody brings the action to him? You know what I mean? What does he do? And then we saw that. And I've been saying this shit. I've been saying the way AJ's whoop Wilder's ass and stepping in to that power, whooping him on mid-range inside, because Wilder is basically a fish out of water there. Dillian White, Ortiz don't got no inside game. We see that vividly. Period. Like, he just like fighting out on the outside and countering. That's all he does. He don't step inside and try to work. Dillian White gonna do that. Andy Ruiz, he's gonna do that. Kaunaki, he's gonna do that. I mean, bro, and the blueprint's there. I promise you. After this fight,
clearly,
everybody's going to rush.
Yeah, of course.
He's been protected from any sort of puncher. And I mean, even the route of how to get inside Deontay Wilder is quite easy. If you're tall or short, he has to touch you with the left hand before he can release the right hand. So if you keep his left hand busy and then step inside him, he can't do anything. If you parry his left hand, he can't actually throw the shot. He also telegraphs it by cocking his arm, so everybody knows when he's about to shoot it as well.
Hey, John, do you think that Deontay Wilder is better versus the southpaw stance?
No.
Better versus the orthodox?
No. I actually think Charles Martin would give him problems. Because whatever else you might think about Charles Martin,
I think he'll catch him. He'll catch Charles.
He might do. I'm not saying Charles Martin wins, but if Charles Martin gets that left on him, I'm not sure Wilder will stand up to it.
I just think he's too slow. He ain't gonna faint like Fury.
But you don't need to feint like Fury. All you really need to do is parry his jab. And he struggled to work out the southpaw positioning. If you take the outside foot position on him and keep his jab from landing, Wilder gets hit with the left hand. That's why Drew Haupas did well against him. That's why Spilker did well against him. Because all Drew Haupas did was throw left jabs constantly. And anyone, I think that's why Dillian White wants him so bad, because he knows he's going to get a left hook on him, and Dillian can hook off the jab.
Yeah, and the reason why I believe somebody like Ruiz, even big fat baby Pharmacy Miller can get on the inside of Wilder is because Eric Molina got on the inside of Wilder, bro. Like, yeah, I really feel like people sometimes overestimate Wilder's ability to land that right hand. Like, he's patient. Sometimes it's detrimental to him. He's not a fast starter, so.
Kind of what you were saying, like I see the comment from Kat says Wilder needs distance to land that hand. His formation is weird because of how much space he needs to let that hand go. Once you close the distance, that power is gone.
Exactly.
Real shit. So
Stacey McKinley put a video out in 2018 highlighting that's how you beat Wilder.
Yes, sir. On True School Sports, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacey McKinley is Trevor Bryan's. He's Trevor Bryan's coach. He's from Detroit.
Used to be around Mike Tyson and all that.
Yeah, he's a Detroit guy.
Can you imagine big fat baby Miller just leaning on Wilder 300 pounds plus? He said 40 pounds killed his legs. Bro, RIP to Wilder if big baby Miller leans on him like that, because he's done it.
Hey, I know I said the other day I think he should take the rematch, but I think what he needs to do is probably take that step aside money and let Fury fight AJ. AJ gonna win. Then you go ahead and fight.
We've been waiting. We've been waiting so long for Undisputed, man.
But let me ask you something though. What was that, Cornelius?
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you something, bro. If he doesn't take that rematch, because Deontay Wilder prides himself on being this big bad dude, right? Because he talks so much shit about other people. Do you think he's kind of trapped that he has to take the rematch? Because when AJ lost, he talked so much shit about AJ that if he don't take it, it's gonna look bad.
If I'm his representative, I would advise him to do that. But his advisor's going to advise him to take the immediate rematch because of the money aspect and the fact that,
it's a business. Like, remember you said it's a business.
His whole moniker gonna be busted if he don't take there. Let him.
They cashing him out.
So he's trapped there.
Yeah, he's trapped. They're not gonna let him sit back and wait for one as a business standpoint.
Hey, but look,
not gonna let
Cornelius, like, look at this situation, man. How the tables have turned. Like, it was like only a few months, America had all the belts. Now UK got all the belts. AJ lost, and he was in a situation where he had to take the rematch. He had to. Otherwise, man, UK, y'all ain't getting them belts for a while. Like, if you don't take the rematch. Wilder now got to take the rematch. Otherwise, hey, y'all, we don't know if we're gonna get them belts for a minute.
But
Well,
see,
if he
I believe
takes
that's different because I think AJ knew he can beat Andy Ruiz. He just had to go back to the drawing board. I'm starting to think I don't think Wilder can really beat Fury the way that Fury fought. I'm starting to really think it. So let AJ beat him, then you go fight AJ. You have a better chance.
So you think that they're gonna? So wait, let AJ beat him. What you mean? Beat Fury?
Let AJ fight Fury. Let AJ beat Fury. Then you push the rematch. But what people fail to realize too is he got 30 days to call for the rematch, so they're not gonna let him do that. That's just me if I was his advisor. But
can I ask you a question about this?
Yeah.
So the step aside money they're talking about is going to be so big that it'll probably be more than he got for the first fight against Fury, just a step aside. If they're actually trying to cash him out, wouldn't they negotiate step aside money and then they definitely fight the winner first?
So who's offering that?
Well, that's
Frank
a
Warren's
rumor.
put out over here.
It's a rumor.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. Frank Warren has put out in the media that they're happy to offer him a lot of step aside money.
Oh, Frank.
There's a lot of rumors that Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, man. Shit, get your money, Deontay.
Yeah, and as long as you keep that contract rematch clause, hell yeah, go ahead, step aside, let AJ beat him.
Step your black ass aside, bro.
You go ahead and fight AJ.
And get that cake.
Cornelius, why do you think Wilder's going to do better against AJ than against Fury? Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
It's a height wise. I feel like them two is like they gonna clash at each other. Fighting Fury is like fighting a fucking Terminator. He bigger than him. He manhandled him. He beat him like you beat your damn son when he do something wrong. I watched the fight again and I'm like, this motherfucker is big. He's tall. He's strong. He only probably gonna put more weight on. The weight did not bother him at all, which I thought it was. He didn't even look like he gained weight. Fury is a fucking machine. He like Ivan Drago to Wilder.
See, I'm not so sure.
That shit was, bro.
So
I'm not so sure that's going to be the way that Wilder and AJ go.
That man wanted to play in Creed. Well, shit, he was looking like Apollo out there.
I'm saying AJ's his height. AJ is like a little bit of his build. It's not going to be bad to let AJ get that belt. You still get the same money, maybe a little bit more because people still going to want to see that. But Fury is a bigger test for him again, and that's why I say let
see AJ or whoever comes undisputed defend their strap. But go ahead, Bars.
I was just gonna say, man, I know people keep saying Fury's height had a role to play in the Wilder demolition, but it really didn't. Like all he did was use his weight. He used his weight, not the height. He leaned on him 270 pounds plus lean. That took his legs. The punch made his balance completely off. He was never in the fight once he lost his equilibrium because you need your base and your feet to plant your feet to land your right hand.
So you agree his equilibrium was off? You agree with that?
Yeah, he got his shit rocked. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the narrative I'm going with. I believe that back of the head shot fucked him up.
There's one thing.
But you know what? He talked that shit about AJ. AJ got hit with a shot like that too. So at the end of the day, he talked all of that shit. Now he got some understanding about what it's like to get hit with that.
But Fury was snapping his head back from the first round.
For the jab.
And AJ's got a heavier jab than Fury. And
does he?
AJ, yeah, he does. And also his inside game's better. Yeah. Like if you were going to critique Fury's performance from a negative point of view, it would be the technique on his shots. He wasn't really turning his shots over properly. They weren't that tight. They were still quite loopy. To be fair to Fury, he's only had 7 weeks to learn that.
You might have a point. You might have a point there because I'm like 7 rounds. I didn't even think it was going to go to the 7th. And I thought for sure he would have had like Wilder sleep beyond the 4th. I'm like, okay. I had told him, I was like, okay, this is going to be the last round right here. I think it was like the 5th. And that motherfucker still went to the 7th, and Wilder was still standing up. I'm like, man, get this dude out of here because He ain't got
They
no
were kinda
legs.
like-
He out of breath.
To do with
They were
him.
like clubbing shots.
Clinching.
They weren't that accurate as well.
That's why I feel like Dillian White or AJ, they'll whoop him a lot.
Man,
worse
they'll knock
on
him
the
out.
inside.
Their
If they
hook
get, if they hit him
and
clean.
straight shots are just
Also,
tighter.
The times that Fury was clinching and put him in like, headlock and whatnot, when he was doing all that, AJ and Dillian White would be like whooping his ass while Fury was doing that.
Now, I agree AJ will beat him, but I think White will lose.
You think White will lose to Wilder?
Yeah, I think White will lose. But
I think
AJ
Dillian
will.
takes too much shots.
The new AJ will beat him. The new AJ will. I'm just saying that would be a percentage-wise a better fight for him to try to win other than Fury. But I still think AJ will win.
But with this blueprint already being out, you don't think Dillian White can take advantage of that, bro? With his style and his power, man, and his hooks and his
Dillian
crucial,
can actually avoid shots when he wants to. He's been too brave for his own
He not easy. He's not really an easy target like that.
He proved to get tired out and shit. When you take him to the deep waters, he get tired out.
That
His
ain't gonna be no.
conditions-
That fight ain't
always-
going to no damn deep.
He always in the
Look
best
at
of shape either.
Yeah, but look at Wilder's stamina. Wilder showed me that when you pressure him,
He gonna go to Wilder body too. Dillian White will go to that nigga body. So
And then
we seen
another
that.
thing I heard before I go, another thing I heard that I gotta flame him on. I heard the motherfucker said he had the suit on 45 minutes prior to the
Get the
fight.
fuck out of here.
What? Why would you do that dumb shit?
Yo, this is a weird dude, bro.
I can answer that question for you, Cornelius.
He was trying to
I
activate.
can
He was
answer
trying to
that question for
activate
you.
the bronze bomb. He was trying to activate
No, I've
Who
got an
the
answer
fuck
for
let
that
you wear
question.
that?
Well, you know that there's a rumor that Wilder likes to sort his missus out before he fights.
Oh,
Then we role play it. That's why she has to
dumb
put
as
the
shit.
suit on for her.
You gotta be the dumb.
man, I know you was trying to do it for the culture, Deontay, but you embarrassed the culture with that shit, bro. You did.
Oh man, I'm out, man.
You wore the
I
suit and then you
appreciate
blamed the suit. You can't blame the
peace,
suit that you wore.
Cornelius.
Man.
Peace, Cornelius. Peace.
y'all. That's crazy, man. But I'll holler at y'all.
All right, bro. Easy.
I mean, and I keep hearing people say that the blueprint's not. I mean, it's too hard for other fighters to emulate.
Hard.
I'm like, bro, did you not see Fury have no fear? Fury literally ran across the ring and put Deontay Wilder on his back foot immediately. Just mental pressure. It was mental pressure. That's not
Spilker don't have no big reach. Spilker was getting inside on him and touching him up. It's just
Yes, sir.
Spilker's got no power and no chin.
right. Like legitimate bums have been getting on the inside of Wilder. And that's why
legitimate.
I don't get why people want to say, oh, Dillian White can't. Oh, Andy Ruiz can't. Bro, we've been seeing fighters get on the inside on Wilder, but one, do not punch hard. Two, don't fight like Dillian White. That's not just going to go balls to the wall, or AJ that has a really good inside game. So that's why I'm saying, like, he's been protected low key. Like Molina ain't going to whoop your ass on the inside. He's not. Dillian White, he will. AJ, he will. Ruiz, he will. Like, you can clearly see that.
And Ruiz might have the best chin out of all of them as well. Ruiz might be able to take his shot. Like, it's hard to move somebody that big.
Hey, Ruiz was kind of roasting a little bit, low key. I ain't gonna lie. In the PBC on Fox interview, he was roasting. That man said,
What did he say?
I know. It's like I know he said something about the 45-pound equipment and whatever, whatever that was, but he's trying to throw those little shots in and shit. So he's just like, I just want my opportunity. That's it.
Yo, now Ruiz
don't do shit.
That's Ruiz, but he's gonna. Ruiz like, oh, maybe August. We'll see. I was like, yo, this dude's still fat.
That nigga look moist, bro.
He's always gonna be fat though.
That's like,
he said he always gonna be.
It's like you don't know when you're gonna fight. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Has he got a trainer yet?
They haven't got that call yet.
You don't have no trainer. You don't have no trainer.
How much did he turn down for Dillian White? After him like 7 or 8 million.
Man. You know what? None of them on that PBC side want that Dillian White work. It's beyond me. Or that AJ work.
But his fans will say, their fans will say, oh, they knocked Dillian White out in 3 rounds.
Right. They just want to be able to talk about it, but they don't want to see it.
The thing is, I like Dillian. I mean, he could lose those fights. Ruiz, I thought was like, I wanted to see it because I actually thought Ruiz could do something against
That's
him.
the thing about it. That's the difference between us. Like, we actually want to see the fights. Y'all just want to talk about what would happen and shit. Like, if the fight happened, but not, we like, no, let's see the shit. Whoever wins will win. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see it.
I don't really like Fury, I'll be honest. But I like AJ, but I can see Fury winning that fight.
Sure.
I just want to see it.
I can see both guys win that fight. And it's like, I'm not mad at that. Who wins, wins. We want to see the fight.
Right. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live in fantasy world. I want to see these two people fight.
Right, man. And it's a lot of fighters that need their opportunity. They're shot at the top. And if they work their way up, that's all we want to see them is get their fair shot. Dylan White had been sitting in he had been waiting for his opportunity at Deontay, and they didn't give him his fair shot. And so now he ain't got to wait on no Deontay no more.
Oh, wow.
You know he ain't got to wait on him no more.
Look at how shit. If Deontay Wilder fights Tyson Fury again, and Fury beats this man badly, Deontay's gonna have to take like a year off. Because
all the professional boxers and trainers have been telling Deontay Wilder to take a year off right now. So if he goes to another ass whooping like he just did, bro, he might. I think right now he'll never be the same. But if that happens again, bro, like we might be losing to journeyman after that. To be honest with you,
the only thing with that. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
The only thing I would say about that, though, is when AJ lost, a lot of professional boxers said the same thing to him. A lot of trainers said the same thing to him.
That he should retire?
Nah, but
not that he should retire, that he shouldn't take the immediate rematch, that he should have a long layoff, and all this sort of stuff. And they were wrong.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
I don't have a problem.
But this was a different level of beating, though.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
This could have been
seriously hurt.
But to be honest with you,
Ruiz was competitive. This was not competitive. This was just a beating.
Listen, but that's what's so crazy about Unbiased. Before this fight, we was looking at AJ's fight like, damn, nigga, that was a beating. Until we saw Deontay Wilder get his ass whooped by Fury. We like, nigga, that was a beating right there. That was he fucked him up for 7 rounds.
Like Cornelia said, it was like beating a child. It just looked bad.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
And he was like beat to a pulp. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Somebody said, like, literally, he boxed the ears off. He boxed his ears off and shit. Like, damn.
He was
that body shot that took his feet clean off the ground.
He was spitting up blood. His ear had his period. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Wilder really got his ass dominated, beat down. Like,
yeah, bro. So, I mean, like I said, if you take the rematch again, you know, we know what's gonna happen. But I mean, whatever the step aside money, hey, take that shit, Deontay. Take a break, take the bread, you know, for just sitting at the house, heal, work on your boxing skills and your goddamn defense, because you don't have it. That's your biggest problem. You fucking hit and get hit. That's your fucking motto. And you got the wrong one.
Right.
So what the fuck? You got hit, I don't know how many times, and you landed what? I don't know how many punches, with 30? Like, this shit is pathetic, man.
That Ronnie Shields interview with Ness and Boxing Voice or whatever it's called. And he was like, Ness was asking, so you don't think Ronnie Shields was like, come back where? Beat who? Like, you know.
Be for real.
Like, what do you want this guy to do, right? All these people were quite aware of Deontay Wilder's limitations. And I blame them more, a lot, because Wilder listened to these internet people a lot. And they made him not improve. None of them said, champ, you got, I think somebody earlier had said, yo, you need to go work on some things, right? None of them said that to him, including Matt Breland, matter of fact. I blame him a lot too.
Well, there was an interview that was out here in the UK quite a long time ago with Mark Breland, describing Deontay Wilder as like being a child. And it's Mark Breland describing him, saying he's not even close to his skill level when Breland, started boxing. So maybe Breland is not. You get that with some people who are really good at certain sports. They can't explain it to other people because they were good naturally. So when they're looking at someone who's got a lot to learn, particularly someone who came into it late, like Deontay, they're not necessarily the best coach, but
what, man? Deontay Wilder needs to be trained by the LDBC. It's their fault. Let them train. Let them go into his training camp and train him. For the trilogy. Let's see it.
There's a guy I talk to who's a Deontay Wilder fan, and he's a sensible guy. And I've been asking them all. And he's the only one. And he boxes, to be fair. He's actually given me a game plan of what Deontay needs to do to actually come back in the rematch. He's not saying that he'll do it, but he said he needs to learn lateral movement, learn a jab, and he should jab Fury to the chest when he feints, and then try and get the right hand off. Now, that is actually a game plan that could work, but we've never seen Deontay Wilder make any adjustments or show us anything new in terms of skill. So he just won't do it, will he? Particularly with all these excuses.
Hey, I want to say real quick, man, before we continue, big ups to Mark Breland. You're a hero. And, that's what heroes do. Heroes save lives. And that's what you did, man. You saved Deontay Wilder's life, even though his powers failed him with the spacesuit and everything. That shit was out. But Mark Breland did what he had to do to save that villain from himself. You know what I mean? So big ups to the ones that's actually saving lives, referees and trainers, guys in the corner. I hope you guys are not buying into the damn stupidity of the fanboys of these fighters. You guys have been training these fighters, and you guys know if a fighter is seriously hurt or not. So it don't matter what somebody's screaming in the audience. You have to make that decision for the safety and the life of your fighter. And like someone said before, if you decide to allow that motherfucker to go in there and get killed, you got to look their family in the face and tell them, well, he told me not to do this. You think that's going to stop him from throwing 5 left hooks and a straight right, and whooping your motherfucking ass right there on the spot because you could have saved they fucking, family member life, bro. So period, man. Just y'all keep doing y'all job, man. Big ups to Mark Breland. And if it is true that he fired, if he takes the rematch, Team Fury, please hire this man.
Bro, hold on. I just gotta say this. Deontay Wilder did an interview. He said, "I want to go out on my shield. Death is better than defeat." This dude
get the fuck out of here.
This is what I was talking about earlier. That's why in my mind I'm like, I think motherfuckers would rather accept death than defeat. That's crazy. Everybody gonna get death, but you mean tell me you just can't accept your loss? You can't accept defeat so that you can improve and come back better? Like AJ did, Deontay?
Earlier on, Black, you were talking about that, he needs to, say, maybe I got to take some shit back. Listen, the last thing Deontay Wilder is going to do is give credit in any way, shape, or form to Anthony Joshua. I don't know what it is with this man.
Nope.
After that Klitschko fight
man.
in Wembley, Deontay Wilder completely switched up his energy to Anthony Joshua. Completely. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, man.
Did you hear any of Wilder's commentary on that fight, though? He was really complimentary when he sat there in the Sky studio talking about how great it was.
I'm telling you.
Did you get the Sky one in are you in Jamaica, Carl?
No. I'm in St. Kitts. I watched
Kitts. Did you get the Sky one?
Dang, I wonder if that's true. Wilder was pissing blood after the fight. That's why he had trouble giving the VADA sample.
Oh, wow.
I was asking that question, like, why is it hard to get the VADA sample? Like, what was going on? But if that's the case, I mean, I don't know.
It's true. I heard that.
It could be true, man. Wilder took a beating, man. Y'all got to just face reality, He might have wanted death. He was close to it. But Mark Breland said, no, not tonight.
Not tonight, bro.
You do that on your own time. That's what I would tell him. Like, do that on your own time. You want to kill yourself? Don't do that on TV. Go somewhere else with that. But we're not going to allow you to just get murked in here during Black History Month. That ain't a good look.
Jesus Christ. Piss and blood. Wow.
I generally think Wilder hates Joshua because he sees himself as the black role model or black person in boxing who people want to look up to.
What's good,
Eric? Look up to, and and he realizes, what's going on? And
Hey,
he
real quick,
realizes
I want to
that
say this in the chat. My bad, Eric. Let me say this real quick in the chat. Terrell Knox saying, "Come on, bro.
Terrell Knox, holy
I know you hate Wilder, bro. You acting like his life was in jeopardy. In all honesty, Wilder was still conscious and had his wits about him when the ref called the fight off."
Well, wasn't these the same fans that were saying the referee made the right decision when he stopped AJ, saying that AJ was taking a beating?
No, they probably said AJ quit.
Yeah,
some people said AJ quit.
Yeah, they said AJ quit, but they also said that, like Smoke says, the referee did the right thing because he didn't want to fight anymore. He didn't have enough left.
I don't think a towel came in from AJ corner though. I don't think that happened.
Nope.
Because that's a long distance. Like you gotta almost have a. I'm not saying you gotta have an NFL arm, but to throw that towel from where you sitting to the guy inside the ring and shit and land, hey man, some effort. Nobody from AJ's side did that though.
I think Mike Breland they should have never let him come out of this into the 7th round anyway. The way he was sat with his eyes closed, his mouth open, he looked like he was almost crying in the corner, and they should have never let him come out for that 7th round.
Right, and if Wilder was so coherent and able to still, have time to get it together, how come he couldn't stay off the ropes? Like, why he kept being in the corner just getting pummeled, man? Like, that's not showing the corner. That's not showing the referee that you're gonna get it together and that you're gonna turn things around when you just stand on the ropes getting welled off on and backing up the whole time with your hands down.
Terrell Knox is the type of fan, bro. After Wilder's death, he would just say Wilder was a warrior and then go to sleep like a baby. He wouldn't even care.
Mm-hmm.
So these type of fans, we can't even take what they say seriously, because I definitely don't. Like that fight,
yeah,
I'm glad it got stopped at that round, because he was in it.
He
was about to get it bad by Fury, like bad. So
I actually was kind of mad that it got stopped in that round because it was a little too late. I was screaming in the fucking 4th and 5th round. I was like, yo, man, this shit is, come on now. Y'all can't see this. I don't think that right hand coming today, y'all. Like, let's not let this nigga get murked. Go ahead and stop the shit, please. So it came in the 7th, but that shit should have came in the goddamn 5th or something. That was my only issue with it.
I think it should have been stopped a lot earlier. Like, he did not look like he was going to win that fight, not even from the first 2 minutes of that fight. He never looked in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And boxers die when they leave the ring on their feet as well in hospital afterwards.
Yeah.
The Argentinian that died last year, didn't he make it out of the ring? And he died in hospital afterwards. Hugo and Santillan.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like, that's why
these fans, all they'll do is just move on to the next hype from PBC. That's all they do. They don't care about this fighter. I just don't understand how you can watch that fight yourself and see what you saw and say, oh, they shouldn't have stopped it. If I was a fan of Deontay Wilder, I would be screaming at the TV saying, stop that fight. Like, my guy is taking a beating right now. Stop it. Let him fight again.
I guess that would make me a real fan because, when I want to see the nigga improve, I want to see him live, you know what I mean? But I'm going to flame him because he need to hear this shit. So the ones that just say
he's flamed even more because of the delusion.
The ones that say he was a mighty this, mighty that, you see where it got him. Ducking the most money that he could make, taking the easy road and encouraging him to get the next best, spacesuit that they can get out there. It's just the dumb shit. It's all about trying to appeal to, the fans and the hip hop and world star community until you get in there with a motherfucker from the UK, 273 pounds of British beef, whooping your motherfucking ass.
The problem is, Black, right? Wilder always wanted all this type of fame. He got the fame, the wrong way.
He what?
Yeah, Wilder always wanted to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he's got a lot of fame right now.
He getting it.
Hot 97 flamed him. Fox News. Everybody's just
He said
clowning
Fox
him, you know.
News. Damn. Fox
So it
News.
is what it is. He
That's
getting
because of
bodied
how
on
he comes
all
across.
social medias. All social media is bodying Deontay Wilder right now.
That's
Everybody.
what he wants, right? He wanted
That's
to be
what he
famous.
wants because the guy is not humble, not one bit. In defeat or in victory, he is not humble. So when you lose, then people's gonna flame you. That is what you ask for.
This is why we have
Ask
so much
for it.
respect for AJ, because AJ showed humility right away when he lost. And I was like, you know what? Respect to AJ for that. He even on his YouTube channel put up a video and talked about his loss. He didn't fucking avoid it and duck it. He went right to the shit. Like,
Next morning.
you know,
Like
Ruiz.
Next morning, next morning he's just
the very
sat
next
there.
morning. Did Wilder do that?
Like this idiot Terrell Knox said Wilder was not stumbling or taking damage when they threw in the towel. Did you watch the fucking fight? Did you watch the fight, Terrell? I really think you did.
Did he not just take a flush right hand just before the towel came in?
Bro, there was a 3-piece that was landed as the towel was coming in. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
So, and like I said, he's like Wilder. He wants to be a celebrity too, I guess, with his dumb comments. He says he got robbed because Fury gassed in the later rounds, and Wilder wasn't stumbling or taking advantage or taking damage when they threw the towel in. Like, bro, do you not realize that Wilder was more tired than Fury?
Yep.
And hurt. You talking about Fury gassing in the later rounds? Your boy was already gassed and hurt.
It was
tough. Stupid.
It was tough to watch a man have to use the ropes to hold himself up, spinning around the ring. It was just like, what is going? Y'all didn't see when he had to like use the ropes to hold himself up. I think Fury had swung on him, and he was stumbling down, and he had to use the ropes, and it was just, man.
That was right before he dropped him.
Whenever Fury,
you know what? You know what it is, Terrell Knox? A lot of the motherfuckers that you listen to put out the bullshit, lying ass narratives, and y'all, it's just y'all feeling bad. I get it. So you coming over here with the dumb shit. So
Fury's gloves was loaded now.
Yeah, you're just gonna get bodied, bro. At the end of the day, bro, we just
Fury
accept
Margarito,
the L, man. Accept the L.
Tyson Margarito.
Yeah, Fury's gloves the pillar fist was loaded.
Get the fuck out of here. These people are crazy,
These
man.
guys just need to take this loss and just. I can't believe he's just not giving props to Tyson Fury. I genuinely cannot believe he's not just being just a decent human for once in his life.
Just leave it alone, man. Just, like, man, I lost. I'm gonna go take a vacation. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Bomb squad, whatever. I'm gone.
Man. Joe says next time.
Respect for him if he said that.
Joe says next time Deontay going to get stretched like Marcelo's.
Yeah.
You gonna be looking at the ceiling lights?
Like, my thing is, what if this dude ended up being like G-Man, right? Like Gerald McClellan. What if that happened? Then would his fan base care? I don't think so.
No, I don't think they care.
These people don't care about Deontay Wilder. What are you talking about, man?
Nope.
Salute to the homie Gun Rights.
Peace, Gun Rights.
Motherfucker was spitting out blood. Not a glimpse of hope for him in that fight. Period.
You can tell they don't care about Wilder because they never wanted him to fight the best fighters. Anytime a fighter called Wilder out, they wanted to bash that fighter. How are you in boxing? How is your boxer in professional boxing? And anytime someone calls him out, you're bashing that fighter for it. It's professional boxing. They're supposed to call the champion out.
Hey, all the people that's in the chat that keep saying like all these other people making these excuses and these channels saying this, I really don't give a fuck, dog, to be honest. I mean, them niggas don't fuck with Black Horsemen in the UGC like that. So they just getting bodied right now. Not us. We fans of boxing. They fans of like Wilder and Spence and few fighters and shit. So easiest way to get their channel body is their favorite fighter lose, and then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We fans of boxing, so unless boxing go away, then the channel go away. But
bro,
this shit ain't going away for no damn Deontay Wilder.
This has been the worst reaction to a loss I've seen from a fan base. These people
I haven't been watching nothing, so I've been hearing from y'all. I'm like, wow, for real.
It's hard to miss because it's like I'm a person. I like to see like to see people. I need to see reactions, and I go,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's just a complete meltdown of these individuals. Like you would
I
think
only
they're-
saw one video of a dude saying that he was so hurt that he had to roll up in his blanket in bed and go to sleep. I said, man, I told y'all this nigga was moist.
That crippled dude. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
fuck out of here with that moist shit, nigga. Roll over in bed and shit, crying. Fuck out of
Get
here.
the
I love
fuck out
he
of
said the
here,
same
man.
shit.
What?
He couldn't sleep. He
Nigga
couldn't
staying
sleep
up
all
all
night.
night, crying and shit, looking at the moon and stars like, God, give me a sign. Nigga, the sign is that the nigga lost.
Man, I
Fuck
gotta talk
over.
to my number. I gotta talk to my number one draft
This
pick,
was
man.
more than boxing when after the
Yeah,
loss.
did you not hear him say it? He said it on D's
No,
live.
Like, what
I
He
the
said
didn't
it on
hear him.
D's live. He couldn't sleep.
No.
He couldn't sleep. He was so upset that
Somebody couldn't sleep.
Deontay Wilder lost.
Oh man.
In too deep.
When AJ lost, I just went back to bed because I don't stay up for fights. I just
exactly? I went
I
back
Yeah, I
and
went to sleep. I was
I
tired as
don't
hell
care.
anyway.
the next day I got on and I flamed AJ and I said he lost. When I did,
Yep, we did a live stream, D next. Just like how when AJ lost, we did a live stream. When Deontay Wilder lost, we did a live stream. It's same energy.
no,
You know what I'm
lose
saying? He
over
get that
no
same
over no
smoke. We talked about what he did wrong in there, all that shit.
over no motherfucker who don't know me. What? Man, please.
Right.
Whoever loses gets it, no matter what. But these fans, somehow Deontay Wilder's supposed to lose, and you're supposed to praise him for losing.
Crazy.
After all the shit he says, you're supposed to praise him for losing.
They
This
say
These are
dude,
the
that,
same fans
the
that
pressure.
put memes up of when Wilder knocks people out clean. They're the first ones to put memes, to put tweets, to get on live and say
Yes,
shit
sir.
about these boxers. But yeah, you do it about Wilder and you hate him.
Yes,
right?
sir.
We're immature. When we do like you're immature. Why you guys being so immature? One loss doesn't define a boxer. But when AJ
No,
lost,
but
the whole
it
world,
defined it, AJ.
everybody
It
was saying
defined
he
it.
retired and all this other shit. Come on,
Keep
bro.
the same energy, bro. Keep that same energy. Hey, Red Glove in the chat says we want Wilder getting bodied for the excuses. We don't want him to be an actual body. Hashtag real fans really care.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's real shit, Red.
There
We
were
don't want
too
to see
many
the dude
deaths
get
in
bodied
boxing
in the
last year.
ring. We just bodied him with his lies. You know what I'm saying? And not living up to his name and saying he was gonna do this and do that. And you came up short. So you just get bodied for that. Trash talk gone wrong, buddy. So that shit
Yeah,
works.
so if you say you're gonna do this and do that and don't do it and actually get done in exactly how you said you was gonna do, you said what you said got done to you, basically.
And you know what? And real quick, man, it's like you can't really give that much blame to AJ because AJ always been respectful to every opponent. He don't ever say like I want a body on my record or, you know, I promise you, you're gonna be sleeping, you're gonna lay right there and shit like that. Like AJ
I
not
want
doing
your
shit
son
like
to
that.
see you.
So
I want to see you. I want your son to see you. Me cripple you. What sort of shit
Exactly.
is that?
Exactly.
Like
Yo, and
the
they
thing is,
exposed
AJ could have made so many excuses when he lost. That it was a late replacement. He was training for Big Baby. He got you know what I mean.
he had a bunch
So
of
many
excuses.
things he could have blamed the referee for stepping in so early. He could have blamed so many things, and all he said was, "Well, it's my fault. I put myself in that situation, so the referee did his job," which is exactly what Deontay Wilder did. If he wasn't against the ropes, falling over, couldn't hold his feet, then Matt
Right.
Breland wouldn't have thrown the towel in. It's your
But
fault for not controlling what you can control.
when you look at it, right?
Oh,
Deontay
go ahead.
Wilder. I was just gonna say this real quick. Actually, fucking go ahead, Red. I forgot what I was gonna say.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. If it comes back to you, stop me immediately. All right. So
Yeah,
all I
good.
want to say is this. All right, the excuses have to stop. Okay, it like the latest one I'm hearing is the fix was in because because Bob Arum said before the fight that there was going to be a trilogy. Okay, so let's not forget either boxer could enact the rematch clause, win, lose, or draw. Okay, so Wilder didn't have to lose for there to be a third fight. So stop with the fucking bullshit. All right. Just keep
There
it
can't be a
real.
fix
There's
when you get stopped.
exactly,
No,
and then also get this. So let's say Wilder did take a dive. Isn't this the guy that y'all said is the real deal? Isn't this the guy that y'all said is a warrior? Would a warrior take a dive? No.
wait, so yeah, you telling me that was Kool-Aid that was coming out of Wilder's ear? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get it. In a fixed fight, you don't got to go through all that. The fixed fight is like
Exactly.
Malik Scott versus Wilder. That's
Malik
a
Scott.
fight.
You could tell that shit's fixed now because they're best friends.
Yeah. I mean, and Malik Scott probably knows that there was no way he was going to beat Wilder. So rather than take any real punishment, like just take a look at the fight. It lasted 90 seconds, so he didn't take any real punishment in that fight. And being that they're friends and everything, and knowing that he wasn't going to beat him, it makes sense that he would throw that fight. This right here, like the reasoning for why he would throw the fight makes no sense when if he would have beat Tyson Fury
He
has
didn't
the right
surpass
to enact.
Ali
Yep,
on
and
title
Tyson Fury
defenses.
would have the same right to enact the rematch if he would have lost. So the whole thing about they said there was going to be a trilogy. That's why the fix was in. It's like that don't even make sense. The third fight could have happened no matter who won.
Why would you have a fix when Wilder was when Wilder was going to get his 11th successful title defense? Why would you fix that? Why would you fix that against that? That makes no sense.
Look, this is the thing why Wilder's getting the most flame is because he's always hating on other fighters. I mean, he was hating on Mike Tyson, right? He said, "Oh, who did Mike Tyson really beat?" They found a clip of that and they put it up on Twitter yesterday. I didn't even know he said that. So you hating on legends and then you getting beat up like that and you want people to have sympathy for you? Nah, fuck out of here.
I mean, he hates on legends. He hates on his peers. Because let's not forget, when AJ lost, he had something to say. When Ruiz lost, he had something to say. Anytime that anybody who is in the conversation as a possible opponent for him, anytime that they take a loss, he has something to say. Dillian White hasn't lost, but because of his last performance not looking so good, he has something to say.
No, it's B sample.
Even after Tyson Fury versus Wallen, he had something to say. After the Schwartz fight, he had something to say.
But even after,
I was gonna say he can't be too mad that people got something to say now that he took a loss.
But even after
it's not even
Joshua unified with Joseph Parker, and Joshua was it wasn't a great fight. Joshua cruised it out or whatever. He was online with something to say. The man just unified the division twice in 21 fights. A fight that you didn't get. He still had something to say. So what? This dude is just
It's for me. It's not so much Wilder's excuses are stupid, but it's his fan base. His fan base are making it worse for him because they're co-signing these excuses. Like, how are you going to co-sign stupidness? Hold him accountable for the stupidness he's saying.
Well, they're not only co-signing. Oh. Go ahead, Mbash. You let me go last time. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for them, it's more than boxing. They even admit it. So one of these guys went on a rant and said, "Nah, man, this is more than boxing. You guys come to my channel, you're getting blocked with that hatred. Like this guy, blah, blah." They just, it's all black power shit. It's more than boxing. I get it. Like this was your black superhero at the heavyweight division, but he took a thrashing. He got his ass manhandled and ragdolled. That's what happened.
By the white boy on Black History Month.
I feel that's why Wilder hates AJ so much, because he wants to be the black superhero and he feels AJ is a threat of that. And a lot of people look at him that way.
In fairy tale land, man. This ain't no goddamn movie. Space suits and shit. That shit don't fly. That shit don't fly in real life, man. Shit, this is when you in boxing, you better learn how to box, bro. And we see that the better boxer knocked his ass out. So
everyone's been saying for years Deontay Wilder has no fundamentals at all. For years, people have been saying it, and he's never learned. He's never gone away and tried.
That's been really the biggest problem about Deontay. You know,
Yeah. It's been coming. This has been coming. This beating has been coming. This reaction from fans has been coming and saying, "We told you so." It was only his fans that somehow saw some boxing ability in him, which I don't see where they saw it.
Man. But you know, it's just a lot of people dedicated a lot of their hard-earned videos and shit to this dude. So
for me,
hit.
he's lucky. He's lucky he was fighting Fury that night because Fury can't really punch. If he was fighting the Dillian White or Joshua that night, he'd have gone to sleep and he'd have got out on his shield, all right. Because them guys can punch.
This loss put Dillian White and AJ. It just made them look so good in this situation. Somebody said that. I think Joe in the chat. No, not Joe. Black and Brown said that earlier in the chat. Like, this makes AJ look so good in the whole situation. Like, you know, you've been trying to get the best fights. You took an L, but you bounced back, made more money in the rematch, you know, and you sitting at the top. Now Fury's right there, joins you at the top, and Wilder's not even in the fucking equation.
Oh, wow. Yo, that's what I was going to say, man. Fury versus AJ is one face, one name, one champion. Deontay Wilder's whole mantra.
Monica.
Wow.
That's the other thing about the rematch, what Eric just said, though. I can see how Fury can get better. Like, if he stays training with Sugar Hill and keeps working on his actual punching technique, there's a lot of room for improvement, and he could really hurt him.
Hey, I want to say this too, man, because motherfuckers got to get this flame. I noticed how they was really disrespecting AJ, man. Like, they was for the sake of Wilder. Like, that's why they was disrespecting AJ. They didn't want to give AJ credit as being number one heavyweight. You know, they wanted to push Wilder this, Wilder that, and it's like they didn't want to give AJ his just due for what he's done in the heavyweight division. But now that shit don't even matter, bro. Like, at this point, man, you catching the flame of your life because now everybody's saying that your easy road is fully exposed, and that easy road is what fucked you up in this fight because you got in there with a top fucking heavyweight and he beat your ass. That's just what happened.
Black, and I wouldn't even mind if they said that Wilder was number one, but still gave AJ his credit.
But this is how they said it, Red. They said because he had a loss, he can't be considered the number one heavyweight. That's what they said about AJ.
Yes, sir.
But now they want to still call him the number one heavyweight, but he got a loss. And here's the thing, it's like this, right? there was a guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's part of, you know, that other side, and he was so confident talking about, oh, wait till your guy is laying on his back on December 6th or whatever date the rematch was. I went back to that comment after the fight, and I said, what you got to say now? Because he didn't end up on his back. Oh, he fought like a bitch. Okay. Like, it's always moving the goalposts.
Yeah, they move the goalposts every single time.
Every fucking time.
And I told him,
I just don't understand how anyone.
Hey, they don't like fundamentals. They don't like fundamentals. Wilder fans don't like fundamentals. So because AJ boxed and showed fundamentals, that means he's a bitch. But Wilder,
they don't like anyone who's a threat to him.
Wilder literally got treated like a bitch in the rematch, and he showed heart. Get the fuck out.
And then they want to say AJ quit
because he couldn't do shit with Fury in there.
And now the narrative, AJ quit, but Wilder didn't. It's like, first off, I don't consider either of them quit because AJ.
No, right.
Okay, so in AJ's,
the ref had to get involved.
The ref.
It's the same shit. The ref had to get involved on both of them niggas.
Hey, Wilder should have quit. That's what should have happened. He should have quit.
I thought at one point. Hey, I thought at one point Wilder was gonna tell Breland in his ear, like, "Hey man, that's it, bro. No more, no mas." I thought at one point he was, but he didn't.
At the end of the sixth round, Wilder did not want to go back out. He did not want to go out. You could see his body language. His head was down, eyes was closed, mouth was open. He was just hoping, please, referee, just come over and say, no, I'm stopping it. Just come, someone, just say no. so it doesn't have to be me.
Yeah, I mean, Wilder fans, they're fucking delusional, bro. Oh, he's gonna demolish White in 2 rounds. Like, bro, Deontay Wilder has been getting his ass beat for majority of his whole career by lesser quality of opponents. Like, what crack are you guys smoking? You know what I'm saying?
They validated that by Ortiz, though. Beating Ortiz was their validation for it, though.
He
Their
was
validation
losing.
that he was world class was beating Ortiz, and everybody knows Ortiz ain't shit.
But here's
And
the
Ortiz
thing,
can't
Eric.
fight on the inside. He can't fight on the inside like Dillian White. We see what fighting on the inside does to Deontay Wilder. That's an ass whooping.
Yeah, and let me point this out, right? So he lost every round, and he had 2 official knockdowns in 2 separate rounds. Okay, so he was way behind. Okay, then he, to his own admission, said that he had no legs. Okay, if that's true, then his chances of knocking Fury out is 0. Because when he knocked down Fury in the first fight, he got back up. He wasn't even going to be able to put him down in this fight if it's true that he had no legs. And he sure as hell wasn't going to win on points if you do the math. Because even if he won every round after that, which, let's be real, he looked gassed. He looked like, he had nothing left in the tank. There was no way he was going to win that fight. All he was going to do was sustain more punishment. And it's like I said, real fans really actually care. Okay? I have no problems with Deontay Wilder outside the ring. All my grievances have to do with how he's moved throughout his career and how he's a hypocrite. And now that hypocrisy has paid him dividends. It's just not the dividends he was hoping he was going to get.
Right. And my question I always ask Wilder fans is like, yo, what inside fighters has Deontay Wilder faced? Crickets.
None.
Right? Okay. Tyson Fury exposed. That's how you beat him. You step to the power. You get on the inside. You work him on the inside. Or Luis Ortiz, not an inside fighter, has 0 inside game. He's a counter puncher from outside range. That's why he got caught with the right hand. Like, bro, come on. Like, stylistically, they don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're just delusional. They can't accept. They put so much emphasis on AJ having a loss that now, because their guy has a loss, they cannot let it slide. They have to make excuses because that's the only way. And it's terrible because they're supposed to be boxing fans, but they will not give this man any credit at all. They'll say that he's cheating, that they shut the camera off while they were wrapping his hands. It doesn't matter if they shut the camera off because the fans witnessing the hand wraps doesn't mean shit compared to the Nevada State Athletic Commission witnessing the hand wraps, somebody from Wilder's own team witnessing the hand wraps, and Vada witnessing the hand wrap. So that bullshit about the camera is completely irrelevant. There's not a phone number there for you to call and be like, I think I saw them put something in his hand wrap. No, it's the people who are there in that room who can do something about it. And if there was something in his gloves, it's because somebody from Wilder's team let it happen, and it's because the Nevada and Vada and everybody else let it happen. And I find it's unlikely. It's highly unlikely.
But they brought up the first fight. They didn't even talk about this fight, about his hand wrap. It was the first fight. So they weren't talking anything about the first fight when it happened. After the fight, there was no conspiracy or anything about it because Deontay Wilder didn't lose. But now all of a sudden he lost. You want to go back, what is it, 18 months or however long it's been? 2018, you want to go back all the way there to say, Fury didn't have his hands in his gloves
because
properly.
They're just like Deontay Wilder. They don't want to accept the L, man. They don't want to just own up to the shit. Like, man, look, this is an L.
Well, if you're a real boxing fan, you don't have to take the L with Deontay Wilder.
You should never have to take an L.
Exactly. The only I heard it on Three Kings the other night, and they put it best. The only time that you should be taking an L is when boxing takes an L. And I'm sorry, Wilder is not boxing. Wilder is another man who is in the sport. It's like I said, he's the best talentless boxer in the history of the sport. But it's time to let the pros do their thing.
Yeah, time for the real boxers to just take over the shit, man.
Yeah,
This shit is about anyway, man.
He deserves exactly what he's got right now. He should have been fighting the caliber of fight, those sort of caliber of fighters. So when he got into a fight against Fury, he knew what to do. He's never fought anyone like Fury, like in that style what Fury fought in. He's never fought anybody in that style, so he don't know what to do. He should have been fighting even opponents not as good as Fury, but with that style. Your handlers should be putting you against, right, we need to put Deontay in against a pressure fighter. And Deontay, I don't want you to just throw the right hand and knock him out. I want you to deal with him in a boxing sense, as in negate him coming forward. Use your jab. But they don't do that. All they do is get in the gym and say, Deontay, we're not training today. Just practice your right hand. That's it. Be patient. It will land.
That's right.
It will always land. It will always land.
AJ has faced more variety of styles than Wilder has in less fights, and it's actually pretty embarrassing. He fought a legend, Hall of Famer in Klitschko, who's an outboxer but can also fight on the inside. And then he fought a Povetkin, who's a pressure fighter that comes forward. Then he fought Andy Ruiz, who's a pressure fighter.
Yeah, but that's what your handlers should be doing when they're bringing you up, putting you in with different styles. So when you get to the top level, and even though AJ was, when he was fighting Klitschko, he was at the higher level. But before that, he was fighting pressure fighters and putting in Dillian White, a pressure fighter. He got put in. You put people in certain positions to where you don't think they're going to lose the fight, but it shows different styles, so it gives them different looks. So when they do get when they do get to the higher level, that they've seen that look before, maybe at a higher level, but they've seen that look and they sort of know what to do, so they can navigate themselves through the fight. But Deontay Wilder can't do that. He never even navigated himself through 2 fights with Ortiz. He just had to wait for the right hand. That's all he did. He lost every round apart from when he lands that right hand. That's it. He did the same thing against Fury. He lost every round apart from when he landed the right hand.
And even when he did land the right hand in that second Fury fight, he couldn't really win around then. Because he did land it in the second one.
Yeah, he landed it twice in the second round.
Yeah,
he landed it twice in the second round.
And one judge gave him that round.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I gave him that round simply because he did more than what he did. He did more than what he did in the first round. So I thought you can sort of give him it. But
hey, Callie Harley says if Wilder wasn't happy, he should have started punching and fighting back. And if Wilder said Fury didn't hurt him, how can Fury's gloves be loaded? That don't even make sense.
Well, you know what? To Wilder's defense, I haven't heard him say anything about the gloves. That's all. Nope. It's really just his fanboys saying that shit, and that's because they don't know shit about boxing. Because if they did, like that whole thing about the hand wraps being witnessed, that's basic boxing shit. That's not something new. That's something that's been around for a while.
But that's what makes it worse, though. If they're making excuses for him and he's not even saying the shit, that makes it worse. If he says the shit and then you're co-signing it, I'm like, yeah, you're just listening to shit he's saying, but you're going out of your way to make shit up for him. Yeah. You're going out of your way to say, oh, this has happened. This has happened. No. Stop making excuses for another grown man.
I got to be honest, man. Nuke is live, so I don't want to cut into that. I already been live for about an hour and 30, so we're going to go support him. But appreciate you coming on, Eric, John, Red Glove, 1-2 Kid. Hey, let's get some more. Let's get some words from 1-2 Kid because he just got on.
Yeah, my computer been messed up every time I was trying to get on. I was trying to hook up some new stuff for some lives, so that but it didn't work out. I had like 3 different things hooked up, so when I would try to get on your lives, man, it would just everything would start going to work and screw shit up. So I had to fix it all up. But shout out to everybody. And Wilder came up with nothing but excuses. And that tells you right there that he ain't going to change, because if he can't accept the fact that he got his ass whooped, then how's he going to get better? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
If he going to come up with delusional excuses, then how is he going to excel? You know,
you can't if you can't accept defeat.
Yeah, if you can't accept defeat and see what the problem is, and if you're ignorant to the problem, then how can you fix it?
Yeah, man. So I mean, shoot, I don't know. Every day it's a new excuse. So you got to see. Tomorrow's gonna be something different. You know, until they just actually own up to the shit. That's why I say I respect AJ more in his loss than I do Wilder, because AJ didn't make no damn excuses.
He made adjustments.
There you go. He made adjustments, not excuses. So that's what Wilder need to do. You need to make some serious adjustments, man. And adjustments don't mean you fire motherfuckers that save your life. That ain't no good adjustment right there. That's called stupidity. You know. So some people would rather be dead than to accept a loss, than to accept defeat. Like, you know, you just lost this battle. You got to regroup, come back, and be better the next time.
Right.
Like, nah, I took a loss, so it's over. I got to just, suicide. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all dudes was mentally weak, some of y'all. But hopefully he can bounce back emotionally and mentally, man. And if he gonna come back, do this seriously, man. Like, dedicate yourself for real. If you gotta run this time. You know, if you gotta cut some weight, cut some weight. AJ did it. He had to cut weight. Like, man, I was too heavy in my last fight. Let me cut this weight. Get back to where I used to be. I'm more elusive. You know, work on my inside presence. Get some better sparring partners. Like, work on shit.
And to make it so,
go ahead.
Well, to make it so bad, he put work in to put weight on. So that tells you the type of mistakes he was making. It's like, man, you know, he had to put in work to bulk up. You know, so why wasn't he trying to perfect his boxing? You know what I'm saying? Would he just want to look a certain way? Like, none of that made sense. And then he tried his game, and his game didn't work because he was forced to fight. He was forced to fight in this fight. And he couldn't handle the pressure, and it wore him down. And I seriously think the more dude should take about a year off, because that ass whooping went from round 2 so on. It was just bad, man. It was all bad for him, you know.
Yep, that's just facts, bro. I definitely had to get a word from you, man.
Well, so I appreciate that, Black. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna get you on for longer next time and shit. Get your computer together. But once again, shout out to John Daly, man. Shout out to the UK, man, that's been fucking with us. Y'all know this ain't no clout shit or no new shit. We've been fucking with the UK, and just they been fucking with us because they like how we bringing it. Realest boxing talk. So we've been keeping it real on Wilder, keeping it real on AJ, everybody in the sport. But in this particular category, man, you know, you fanboys, man, y'all got to get over the dumb shit, man. You know, the mere fact that y'all mad that the fight was stopped, trying to blame Mark Breland and dumb shit, man. Hey, man, look, just roll back over in that blanket and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Take a nap. Hopefully you have a better dream and wake up with some common sense. But it's the UGC. I'm the Black Horseman. And shout out to the Playback Gang once more. Y'all hit that like button. Show some love to the UGC. We out.